Hey everybody, welcome to Stack Stacks, where we try to make learning about AI simple and fun. I'm John Swicky. It is 3:45 in the morning, and we are excited to give you the rundown today. So grab a snack and we'll get right into it today. So first up, we've got Anthropic is releasing Claude Pro. It appears to be a subscription plan for their Claude AI, and I have to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever run into any usage limits, and I've used Claude, quite a bit. But Claude Pro is offering 5x more usage than the free tier, and you could send more messages. Priority access to Claude during the high traffic periods, so kind of like ChatGPT Pro or Plus, and early access to new features to help you get the most out of Claude. Okay. And I kind of feel like they should have said maybe or given out a new feature to get people a little more excited. But I don't know, it's just interesting to see kind of the subscription, usage model taking hold in this space. And it also feels like too, if you want to use a couple of these for different purposes, or you find one's, Claude's really good for X and ChatGPT is good for Y, $20 a month here, $20 a month there, starts adding up. But, Claude's free usage, I still think was pretty good. And, it'll be interesting to see if any new features pop up, right, with the paid plan. That's kind of what I'm looking out for. Does anything get, a little more interesting? Okay, so actually there is, and it did not stick. Timestamp did not stick. So let's say, this it right here. Oh, we're getting close. Okay. So also I stumbled upon this video from the people at Anthropic where they're sharing, excuse me, they're sharing the kind of the best, their kind of prompting tips. And they actually recommended like using some XML tags in your prompts to kind of help Claude parse out your prompt. I thought was interesting. So you can, if for those watching, you can kind of see the screen there. The pause video right here, you can kind of see the text, certain text getting wrapped in these little text brackets. And I just, I think it's interesting to see how certain models will process certain texts, what kind of different ways you could do to make it a little bit easier. I was not expecting them to suggest XML tags, inside a prompt, but definitely this video, 3.5 minutes. But, I think even as just like a prompting, as a prompting guide, it's worth some time. And I think if you do use Claude a lot, it makes sense to see what they have to say and see what could work for you and what could help you get some better prompts. Okay, next up we've got, this is just a tweet from the folks at Replit, and they actually have a kind of code pilot built into their online IDE, and I've used it before. It's quite good. Probably if I was writing a lot of code, it's probably would probably be my go-to one that I've used. And now it looks like they're allowing you to have a way to switch on GPT-4. Excuse me. Which I thought was interesting because it's quite good even without, and I didn't know it was using GPT-3, but it was still really, really good. So it looks like they're gonna limit your usage a little bit on 4, which again seems to be the nature of the game. But for a Replit user, I think it's exciting to see that come through. Okay, so Zoom this week also announced a bunch of AI features. There's gonna be an AI companion in some of your meetings. There's a screenshot here. You can see, you can kind of have it catch you up on a meeting or some of the action items in the meeting, which is going to be super, super helpful. I think, especially if you're late, you can have a little summary, catch you up to speed, not the speed disruptive. Also, it looks like Zoom apparently has a chat app. I had no idea. And there's some AI compose features coming on through there. And it looks like it should be rolling out now. And I think the thing is gonna be a lot of these AI. I think Google also announced the AI companion in meetings, and I think it's gonna be kind of the nature of the game now, where no one's gonna need to take meeting notes. You're gonna get like kind of this summary recap when you turn on the AI companion. I'm sure, where everybody gets an email with the action items, the summary, the next steps, maybe even a calendar invite for the follow up. And I think I think that's gonna be really interesting to see too. And I think like, are those meetings all recorded somewhere, or is the AI kind of doing some on the fly transcriptions and throwing it out? So I think there's definitely be some interesting privacy things to think about as well. I'm sure people don't want all their meetings recorded and transcribed and stored somewhere, but some of these features I think will be super useful for sure. So I'm excited to see kind of how that works and to play around with that a little bit. I don't have a Zoom account, but might try one out. Seems like any paid account, and there's no add-ons, so that's good. Okay, a couple more things this week. So OpenAI is gonna have a developer conference on November 6th. I love a good keynote. I love a good product announcement. You're gonna live stream. It seems like at least part of it, which is gonna be cool. And I think I don't know. I still get excited. When there's the Google event or an Apple event. I love seeing the announcements. I love seeing all the build up, the rumors. I love watching the new stuff unfold. So I'm looking forward to this. It's on the calendar for me, just to hear what they have to say, especially 2 months out. 2 months out? No, 3 months out? No, 2 months out. Having this kind of announcement, it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. All right, I think we're back. A little technical difficulty towards the end here, but let's look at our final thing. So open a developer conference November 6th, and the keynotes will be live streamed. So finally, we got up Dust. It's an AI assistant for your company's knowledge. GPT-4 and your internal knowledge combined. It looks like you connect Notion, Google Drive, Slack, GitHub. I haven't tried this yet. Honestly, the absolutely crazy website caught my attention. I love these little scroll animations that they do. I think they're really something, but this is on the list to try, but I haven't seen. It'd be interesting to see kind of what it can do when you can kind of connect these sources together. Things a lot of us use every day. So, if anything's interesting here, we'll report back. And we'll include a link too if anybody wants to try it out and let us know how it is. So that should be it for today, everybody. So Claude updates, some tips on how to prompt, Zoom AI. If people are still zooming like crazy, mark your calendars for OpenAI's Developer Day, and that should about do it. So thanks everybody for joining me, and we will see you next time.